Our courts are contaminated with young, inexperienced caseworkers and polluted with bribes, high-priced bonuses for speedy adoption of terminated parents, and judges who don't practice law with the Constitution in their sights. This is a problem.
They take away the fathers, leaving just a mom and cubs. They know that with that out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division, that's what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem, stealing our kids. It's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost to them. We need to fight for the family, making America great again. CPS comes along with the mission to protect. The only thing they are doing is cashing in those checks, paid for by the souls of the children, diagnosed by a caseworker who is still a baby herself. They take away the fathers, leaving just a mom and cubs. They know that with that out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division, that's what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem, stealing our kids. It's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost to them. We need to fight for the family, making America great again.
Tiff and the Punisher, they won't back down. Fight for the children in every town.
They are taking our kids every day. A child a minute, no one has a thing to say. For those who have been isolated, don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeve. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher. Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, god damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows, and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stopping.
Oh, hi, Tiff.
Hi, kitty.
Oh, hey.
How are you, baby?
Sorry, my cat came in here.
Hi, baby.
Aww.
Yeah, she's my baby girl, huh? Hi, baby.
So what's going on, Tiff?
Whew, it's been an emotional day today, boy, I tell you.
Those ones are tough.
Yeah.
Emotional good or emotional bad?
Well, I don't know. So kind of both, I guess. So we could talk about it. So
Just emotional.
yeah. So the reason that I want to talk about this is because a lot of people can't relate to parents who have not been TPR'd, right? Like I can. I was TPR'd one of my kids. You can. And a lot of people can. So this lady reached out to me, I guess last night. You know, I go to bed early. So I answered her this morning. And I said, I'll call you around noon. Well, I got caught up at the inspection station today, number 8. So I couldn't talk to her. So I called her.
My fault.
And let me tell you, I felt so bad for her, right? Like she's 7 years without her child. Child is now a teenager. And I hope that she's watching. I just ran in there and told her that we were going live. And I told her, you know, everybody grieves in different ways, right? But it's time to heal. And you asked me, well, how do you do that? Well, let me tell you what worked for me. Okay. Because when I was doing this, there wasn't no social media. Everybody thought I was nuts. They respected me though. They respected the fuck out of me though. They didn't come out their mouths too cross-eyed. Right. And I'm telling them everything that's going on in my case. I'm like, so the fact that my attorney had their whole testimony impeached and she was fired is not raising red flags for you. But of course not. It was me. I was crazy, but I'm not crazy.
Yeah. Right. Your fault.
Right. So I had nobody, right? Like YouTube wasn't on, social media wasn't around. I had to do it on my own. So after I had my little epiphany one morning when I woke up, I'm like, fuck them. They're not going to take anything else from me. I'm going to start living my life again. the way that I started to heal was to start really advocating for parents, right? Like,
Mhm.
so I had to go learn and go watch because I'm a pattern person. And I think that even though you don't think, or you may not think that you're not healing, but trust me, you're healing because this is part of your healing. You being on podcast is part of your healing, believe it or not. Um, and I told her that I'm going to help her. I'm going to help her because I told her the pain never goes away. Okay. It doesn't matter.
Right.
It will always
This
be
is
there.
right. You're never going to be able to even when your kid comes home, which they will eventually come looking for you. It's not the same. You can't just drop this in a
Right.
second. It's never gonna be dropped, first of all, because you've
Yeah.
been betrayed.
Hmm.
You've had a piece of you've had your creation. You're in the eyes of some people, and like your creator, you are the creator. You were the creator of something that whether God gave us the powers to create or whether your God, who knows what that scenario is, it doesn't matter. That was your creation and they took it from you.
Yeah.
And that's a part of you, and you can never get that back.
Mm-mm.
Right. So you're never going to be able to fix it 100%. You will never be back to where you were. Because before
Never.
you, right, you were like innocence. But hold on, I want to take 1 second here. But I know because we're going to break into this. But Alicia just asked a question, and I wanted to show her exactly what took place because obviously she missed yesterday's show. So let me pull this up real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Just because I feel bad because she didn't see that. And obviously, so I want her to be able to see that we definitely got the package from her, and I wanted to show her what our response was real quick. If I can find it, let's see, storage, video storage. There it is. Okay, and it was yesterday, so that would be the day before today, which is this day right here, and no, I just want to watch it, please. Thank you. Well, I'll be a son of a bitch. All right, we'll have to do it this way then. They want to play games with me, I'll play games with them. If they want a fee for something, I will find a way to get it free.
Oh my.
Oh my. And here's my way of getting it free. Ha! I'll just come to my own channel.
That's right.
That's right. Watch me do this restream. You're going to charge me for a recording.
What?
Yeah. I tried to play the recording from yesterday, and Restream tried to charge me for it. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
So yesterday was yesterday. So an hour and 19 minutes. So here we go. Let's see. It looks so small in front of that big flag. Okay, here it comes, guys. I almost got it.
And that's why he's the tech man.
There we go. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, guys. So if you guys missed yesterday's show, well, I thought I just X'd out of here. This is what happened, Alicia, just so you can see now for yourself that we got your package and we very much appreciated it. This must be it right here, I'm hoping. So let's see. And we got fan mail. Mm-hmm.
What? Oh my.
Queen Tiff.
Oh my.
There's
Oh.
yours right here. Do you want to wait and see what it is? Do you want me to wait and send it to you to see what it is, or do you want to see what it is right now?
You can do both.
Well, let's open the card first.
Okay.
Pretty
That
sure I
is
know
so
who this is from.
sweet. I never fan mail before.
See, if you had paid attention, you would have seen who it was that sent us this. So I knew that someone was coming. So I'm like, you know what? She didn't
I
even
think
catch
it
that.
was Alicia.
Yes, I believe it was too. I think the card will tell us though.
Okay, let's open the card.
I'm so excited. I'm nervous.
Yeah, right.
A little white powder is going to come and poof at me.
No, not on here. If it wasn't from Alicia, I would tell you to call like the FBI or
Right.
something.
Oh, she said thank you. Oh my God, that's the coolest thing. Oh wow, that's so cool, Alicia. You're awesome. It says thank you for sharing all your knowledge and insight. I hope you enjoy the shirt and the decals made. Alicia, Maher, and
Wow.
family. Alicia, thank you so much. This is balls. Check this out. Boom. Can you read it?
No, I can't.
No.
I'm sorry.
It says, right on it says abolish the corrupt system, CPS breaking news. It's got a child handprint in it, and it's a little decal for the
Oh,
car or for wherever you want to put it.
that is so
Alicia,
sweet.
these are badass. These are freaking awesome.
Now I got a
Hello,
question.
Alicia makes some stickers for the store. These are freaking awesome, people.
Oh my God, that is awesome.
I know I'm trying to figure out how I can get some light on this for you. I got
I
plenty
hope
of
you
it on
didn't
me.
send my other stuff because now you got
Now
more
I
stuff
can
to
send it
put
to
in.
you. I knew that this was coming, so I wasn't going to send two things. I didn't know what it was, but I knew
Okay.
that she had said that she sent it to here, so I was waiting.
I
You know,
absolutely
I can.
love that.
Yeah, isn't it awesome?
Yes.
That's great, Alicia. Thank you so much. That is so awesome. And here's the check the T-shirt out. It says hashtag NCPS corruption on the front with a big dollar sign, and on the back. Check this out. And
Wow.
it says CPS DCFS with the money sign. It's got a cool little logo with it. It's just a system where money talks, the court is unconstitutional, and families are destroyed.
Oh my God.
Hashtag NCPS corruption.
That is
These are
freaking
awesome.
awesome.
I'm not even going to wear this. I'm going to hang this on the wall.
Right?
Great. I'm going to go right next to the flag. Thank you, Alicia, very much. That's really awesome. Thank you so much. That's the coolest damn
Wow.
thing. So there you go, Alicia. Thank you very much. That was awesome.
I was almost
So
in
anyway.
tears again. When you read the
Yeah,
card, I
I
was
don't know
like,
what the hell's going on with you, but you better stop this stuff. This emotion stuff.
you're so funny. So anyway, thank you, Alicia. Darren will be sending mine.
Yes, I will.
So I want to talk about this too because even I, okay, I'm already high strung. You all already know that, and I'm just like cutthroat. Even I, after all this time, if I really think about the shit that they put my family through, I could destroy my fucking house. Do you hear me? I mean, I could literally destroy my whole house.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, it never stops. I mean, the pain is always there because there's always going to be a piece, even if they do come back, like you said, they are not the same person that they were when they left. And then of course you got to deal with all the lies that they were told. Why me? Why not the other ones? And it's hard because I had to tell my daughter, I don't care what anybody told you about me. I'm the only one that can tell you about me. It was my life. I lived it. I can tell you. And I don't have anything to hide or lie about. Shit, my shit's all over the fucking internet.
Right.
You know
Even
what
if
I'm
you wanted to,
saying?
you couldn't. Right.
Right. So the anger, it subsides. I'll say it subsides, but you will have those days. I'm 55. I still
You're old.
sometimes I know, right?
My God. I don't even
I
know anybody.
still, oh Jesus, I still want to destroy my house sometimes. And her and I, and listen, it's not very often that I cry on the phone with parents, but the ones that really touch my heart, I do. We were crying. I was out at the school bus stop crying my eyes out with
Oh
her.
boy.
Um,
Whew.
she even told me at one point she wanted to commit suicide.
Whew, Lord Almighty.
And that's another reason that we need to talk about this, because it's not just about TPRs. It's about the holidays coming up. And they're hard. Okay. I mean, they're still hard for me, even though I have my other kids and my grandkids. I'm still missing a part of my family. Right. Um, and you always have to put on a face, right? I do, because my
Mhm.
kids know. My kids know. My grandkids don't know. Um, but it's time, and this is what I told her. It's time to finish mourning. You're going to turn that pain and anger into something positive, and I'm going to teach you how
Mhm.
to advocate, because
Mhm.
that's going to help you. That's exactly what I told her.
Yep.
So then her boyfriend gets on the phone, and I'm cussing all this time, right? He's a preacher.
Oh my God, Tiffany.
I said, I am so sorry. I did not know. He's like, don't
Oh
worry
my.
about it. But he's helping her too.
Yeah.
And I
You're a
think that
preacher.
is cool. Right. Yeah, but he's been preaching for a long time.
Yeah, sissy.
And I was saying the same stuff that he was saying. I was just talking to her in the language that I knew how to talk to her. And that was as a mother having your rights terminated to a child. And that's the part that he said he can't talk to her about because he's never experienced that.
Right.
So again, let's
That's
talk.
that. You know, that's I know I just thought of this because I know that we're doing this and we're pushing this and our stuff is kind of going in a new direction to help more. We're going, I think we've educated and we're going to continue to educate, but I think like we've digressed, just go backwards, right? So, or is that regress?
Regress.
Regress? What's digress? Move forward?
I
Whatever
don't
one of
know.
the aggresses is, um, we're moving. I think that's the direction we're going because now we're going towards we've educated and we'll continue to educate, but now it seems like that's where we're working towards our ways to support and to help these people and not just support with your cases, like the overall health and well-being of, because like you said earlier, you got to get back to living some way or some, like I'm guilty of that. Like I'm stuck in, if I don't know what I would be doing if I didn't do this podcast, because I don't even think to tomorrow anymore. You know, I used to be like a big time. I planned all my days out. You know, like I knew this weekend coming up we were going to go do this or this. I got 3 calendars and all of them are just as blank as this one. You know what I mean? Like there's just, there's little notes jotted on them, but there's no like nothing filled in for the day. Like, oh, tomorrow at 8:30. I mean, even that stuff I don't do anymore. You know, like if I have a meeting, I depend on my brain. It's not working as great as it used to either. But like I would be like, okay, 8:30, I got to call with Tiffany at 10 o'clock. I got to do this, and I don't do that stuff. I don't even plan for the next day anymore, and I don't know. It's because since this. Because right up until the point that we were TPR'd, I mean, I have all of these books that surround me of all of these things, kept meticulous notes every day of what took place in our case, what time, what's this, what this. And it's like you got TPR and all that just goes,
Mm-hmm.
and then what do you do from there? Because not only, like your fight's over, not really over, but the main, like your main fight is over with, like you're coming up on the runner up stuff now, like you lost that TPR battle, like, and it's a big bubble, man. It's a big bubble when you go into that courtroom and you're sitting there, you're like, how could anybody in their right mind think that I shouldn't be the parent that I am and this, that, and the other, and knowing in your heart and your soul that you are a good parent and you've done nothing to deserve this. And you go into that courtroom and they say, no, sorry, you're not good enough for this. And they just blow your bubble up and that's it. And then what do? You panic. You're like, oh, let me do the appeal. Everybody knows that if you have the public defender, public pretender, whatever you want to call them, that you're not going to win in that appeal. Like they've already just done this. They've already set you up to lose anyway. Because then border people finding out, they're finding out that they don't even have anything in their case files. There's nothing in their case files for people to even stand a chance at winning, let alone, winning itself. How can the judge rule on your side when your attorneys don't put a damn thing in your case file? They don't even have anything to compare notes to what CPS has done to you. So, like that's a big thing. But that bubble, when they just go, when you get that notification that says, hey, like don't make me read through 37 pages of your opinion because your opinion doesn't fucking matter to me, judge. But what matters is that answer at the end, and you're wrong, but it still says it there, and there's nothing you can do. There's just nothing like you know what I mean? There's just like, holy shit, these people really believe this. And it's just it knocks you out. It does. It takes the wind away from you. It knocks your legs out from underneath you, and you're just stuck all of a sudden. Now you're just like, what can I do? And everything that you can do is only second to what's already been done. And that's a terrible feeling as a human being, to know that you can't win this original fight now. You can't do it. You only can come up for second place, I guess, is the way you would even look at it. And I know that there are kids, and I know that that's not the way to look at it, but that's how you look at it. You know, like, because there is steps of things that you have to go through. Then you're pissed and you're sad and this and that, and I get all that stuff. No, you know what? I'm just pissed and hurt, and every day I have to see my wife and the pain that she suffers. It's a constant reminder of how much these people have fucked you over, and it's very hard to walk away. So like, I can't even imagine with you, like, you see your kid now, you know, but you had to go through all the time like everybody else is going to have to go through. And I used to think these sick bastards tell me to wait till they're 18. No way, I'm not waiting until they're 18. It's full of shit, you know, because something's going to be done about it. But here it's been 4 fucking years now. You know, like, time goes by so fast, but so slow.
Exactly.
You know, it's crazy. Like it's always Friday. It seems like it's always Friday, but yeah, every day is forever. You know, it's like it's always 3:00. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. You know, so it's hard to fathom what your next step is in life when you're missing a part of you. You know, if they were dead, that would be one thing. You could go, you could mourn, and you could move on with your life, because there's a place for you to go and mourn. The life is over with. There's nothing that you have to wonder about what's going on. I mean, you still would wonder about, what would my kid doing if they were still alive, or this, there's that, but that's a different type of wondering, because you know that your kid is out there, or maybe your kid isn't. You don't even know. You don't even have the answer of what's going on with your child.
Nope.
So how can you even expect to be a person in society's norm when that's all you want? I mean, to think about, when you're a parent, your kid lives in your house, you're scared to death every second of every minute that they're there anyway. You know, are they okay? Is this, you hear something slam, you're like, hey, you okay? You know, it's an automatic reaction to just yell, are you okay, when you hear a noise? You know what I mean? Like, you know, so like, when they're not around you or away from you, it's like, it's a constant worry. But then you have an open-ended worry. You don't even know what the hell you're worrying about. You know, at least if they're with you, you're like, oh, they're on a field trip, so I know that their teacher has to have control, and this, that, and this. They're gone. You don't know anything about them. What are you worrying about? You know, like, there's nothing you can even control. You don't even have, you know, my brother used to tell me this. He used to say, don't worry about things that you can't control. And he's right. That's a great concept, and a great, you know, saying, and so on and so forth. And it does work for most people, but not when your kid's been taken from you, because you know what? I'll be damned if I'm still not going to try every day to make sure that I have some type of control in this situation, whether it's me doing these podcasts and they hear it and they have to alter their life because of it, or whether it's something that I'm inserting my life into, that they know that I'm there, and Nina will know that I am there. And you know what I mean? If she goes and looks back, there won't be one day until the day that she comes back and finds us that she's not going to know that we weren't looking for her. You know, but how do you live? How do you live till that day, right? Like, how do you work through those moments? That's the question. I mean,
I had to take it one day at a time, like drug addicts or gambling, people that gamble. It's like a sobriety, right? And that's something else that I said to her today. She's like, oh my God, these people said horrible things about me. And this is what I told her. Every day you need to say, I am not the person. I am not that monster they said I am. I did nothing wrong. They took my child for money. I said, you tell yourself that, because that is the truth. What they said about you is lies. The difference between me and a lot of people is, from the time I was a teenager, I didn't give a fuck what people said about me. And I still don't. You can call me the worst person in the fucking world. I know that I'm not that. But I'm glad you feel like that, because that means you're going to stay the fuck up out of my face.
Right. Thank you for giving me that tag that I don't have to try to be your friend or whatever, right? You automatically told me I don't need to waste my time.
My face will tell everything, because my body language speaks louder than my words sometimes. I mean, yeah, right. I mean, you know me long enough. And I told her this too. And and I went through it. I know everybody else has gone through it too, even you, Darren. I mean, when this shit happens to you, you're like, is there really a God? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? God
Right.
really let this happen? And then, I had to sit back and I'm like, everything happens for a reason. Right. And I had to tell myself this every day, even when I had that epiphany, because I'm telling you, I still wanted to fuck some shit up. Um, everything happens for a reason. God knows what he's doing. And then for me, it kind of like put me right smack dab into the middle of what we're doing, really, because now I feel like it's not just me. This is all God. All of us out here doing this, that the real ones, God put us here for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even some people
Yep.
that I can't help, even after they get done talking to me, another chick I was on the phone crying with, I said, I didn't do anything. And she said, you did. You gave me the strength to carry on another day.
Yeah, that's worth its weight in gold.
And that's all that matters.
It's just, yep, that's it. Like people don't get it. It's the coolest thing when people check into the show because you will go down the list. You're like, ting, 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 and you start to get used to who's here, and you're like, like names are missing. You get worried, when you're like, oh Jesus Christ, where's
Yeah.
Classic Mommy, or where's Louie, or where's Danielle, or where's, you know what I mean? Like, where are these people? Because in our heads, like, you
The
automatically assume
worst.
that it's the worst. You go to the worst immediately.
Yeah.
And that's it. But that's the reality of what the life we live is. Like everybody is on a verge at any given point, they could just quit. Everybody could just
Yeah.
quit, and then hopefully not.
Ah,
Hopefully, like that woman said to you, hopefully, hopefully that this is people look at this and they're like, oh my God, okay, I gotta at least make it to Tiff and Punisher show
yeah.
tonight. You know what I mean? And make that haul you off so that maybe you don't make that decision or something, or Danielle's show, or any of the shows that we have here, like any of these people that are on this network, that Gunner's show, anybody's shows that are on here, like that's the idea of like giving you something to look forward to, or something to, at least maybe you write it down. Maybe you've even gone so far as to hit the little notification button so that you get a notification when it happens. And sometimes it doesn't work and sometimes it does. That's to the other powers that be. But you know what? At least maybe you've made that step. Maybe that's the first thing that you've scheduled since your kid has been TPR'd, or if they haven't been and you're still going through this stuff or whatever, but at least you've done something. You've taken a step, and we made that possible. And that's huge. Like, those are the little things. It's not the dollars. It's not at the end of the day, it's not even winning. You know what? Every day that these people that come into our shows and watch our shows that are still above ground, then that's a
hell
win in my
yeah.
book. Like that's it. That's a win. We've done our
And
job. And then tomorrow we'll worry about
right.
that tomorrow. But for now we're
But
good.
here's the other thing.
You
Like
know.
I said, the holidays are coming. And they're still hard for
Mm-hmm.
me. But I want everybody to remember, whether you celebrate it or not, it's just another day. Okay.
Right.
It's just another day. It will pass like every other day. I don't want anybody doing anything stupid. And Darren and I are going to start pulling up that hotline again soon, because the holidays are coming.
Yeah.
Do not see. Let me tell you something. Suicide never crossed my mind. I'm going to tell you why. The biggest thing for me is I will not let you win. Okay. I'm not competitive,
Mm-hmm.
but that's one thing I'm competitive about. I will not let you win. You took everything from me, but I still have my life, and you will not take that from me. And
Mm-hmm.
people, I feel so bad when I hear stories about moms and dads committing suicide because their kids are gone. And to me, that's a loss, not just for your family, but to me, you just proved the system right. Don't let them win.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Don't do it, because then they can say, "Well, see, aren't we glad we TPR'd, or aren't we glad this child is not with them?" Because they don't see
Right.
that,
Right. They did have a mental illness. Look at that.
but they're not seeing that they're the root of the problem. All they see is, see, we told the
Right.
courts that she was mentally unstable. She don't let them win. That they get the satisfaction. You keep the satisfaction in knowing that every day you're alive. your child will come back. Trust me, they'll come back. So I want everybody to be here for the holidays. Even I'm going to try and get on during the holidays. Depends on how busy my house gets. Um, but it's time to start healing, and we need to figure out ways for people to heal. It will never heal fully.
Yeah.
Just know that. I'm telling you, I'm the oldest person here with the TPR, and I'm telling you, it never ever fully heals.
Yep. And maybe that's part of it. Maybe that realization itself is, maybe that's the beginning of healing, is knowing that it's okay to be hurt all the time and know that it's never going to be right. It's never going to be 100% again. You'll never ever. And because maybe that's a lot of it, is that, you want to, when you want to get your kid back, it's like, you want that, I want the 4-year-old back that they took from me. That was just like me when they took it, and you're not going to get, but the good thing is, I will say this, I watched this show on parenting the other day. Only 7% of how a kid turns out is because of their parenting. The rest of it is all becomes through like who they are at school and doing this, that, and this. So just know this, people, that even though they took your kids, only 7% of how they've come up with and how they're being in their life is because of what they were parented as a young individual. You, when they come back, get to be part of their life for the remainder of it, which has a much higher percentage of not enforcement, being involved with their life and their decisions and all of that, because they have the brain capacity at that point to accept your knowledge for what it is. But as a child, kids don't quite understand what you're trying to teach them and the lessons. So there's a good way to look at it, is you get to get them back when it's the lessons matter. So you got to stick around for that part. The information that they're going to get from you is much more valuable to them when they're older than it is when they're younger. And that's comes from a study that shows that. So you need to be around as a parent in their older years, not the younger years. That's not where it's important. So you'll get that part back.
Darren, Fostering Reality
what?
is on here. Send him the damn link. Fostering Reality, you need to bring your
Oh,
behind
D,
on this
yeah, you
show
got to
right
get
now.
right now, D. D, get in here. I'm going to put it on right now, D. This is where the link comes.
And the most important thing is,
I feel like I'm fishing. Hurry up, throw it in there.
And remember, everybody, you are not alone. You are not.
D, there's the link right there, reserved just for you, buddy.
Yeah, come on, Fostering Reality. So please don't ever think that you're alone. Don't.
Oh, come on, man.
I hope he comes on. I saw him pop up.
I have not, Jen. I slept today. Today was a sleep day. Yes, we have been waiting for Mr. Fostering Reality. Let's go, my man. I feel like is it nibbling?
Is it? I don't know. I don't know what he doesn't agree with. That's another reason I want him to come on. Oh, and I also told her this too. People that have never been through a TPR or CPS case or whatever, same thing I always say, they will never ever understand what it's like, right? Because trust me, they told me I was crazy. They told me I didn't know what I was talking about. All kinds of shit. But here we are.
Sorry.
But here we are.
Right. We're here now. Oh, that's right, Danielle. That's right. See, this is stuff I forget. But I want to hit on what Fostering Reality says. You know what? The reason that we need him on here with us is because he's got the side that we don't have. He was the one that grew up in the system. So I would think that this is probably what he's saying. Like, he doesn't agree, because you know what? Enlighten us, man, because we don't know that side. We don't have that side. We don't ever talk to people that have been through the system and it come through that way. Oh, my shit.
Is he here?
He's here.
Get him in, Darren.
Am I here?
There he is.
All right.
that was a bigger, listen, dude, that was a bigger excitement than when Sheriff Matt came on the other day. from Tiff. I'm
Oh,
just
what?
letting you know. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys.
No, well,
Oh,
thank
and
you.
we appreciate you
Really, really.
too.
So what's going on,
So,
man?
well,
We
I
saw your new
just
video
walked
the other
in
day.
from work. I just got home. So, getting ready to have dinner and then
Right
get
on.
back to work.
Oh my.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us
Hell
a
yeah.
date that you could come on and do a whole show with us.
Um, how about like tomorrow or Saturday?
Tomorrow would be great.
Yeah, tomorrow
With
would be
Angry Citizen.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I can make time tomorrow. Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Yeah. We've been trying to
That's
get
so
you on
cool.
this show.
Yeah, I know. I've
Yeah.
I've actually been busy a lot at work.
Oh, I
Look
believe
at this
you.
room. Look at this
Yeah.
room. It looks like mine. I'm almost jealous of your setup behind you, man. That's
I
Oh
crazy.
yeah.
That was great. That's awesome.
My
Man.
lab.
Yeah, yeah, I've got that too. I lost one. I lost a screen the other day. It was pretty sad.
Oh,
But
God.
yeah. So what do you we were just talking and I don't even know what to say. I've never been show shocked really, but
Oh
I don't know.
my, Darren.
Oh yeah,
Oh
I know, right?
man. Hey, I feel the same way, honestly. Actually, first, it's the first time I've been live, first of all. Second,
Really?
mad respect for what you guys do. I mean, I
Oh,
really, really, really respect. And what I put in the chat was I catch up on your old shows in the morning right when I get to work. And I
oh,
listen back. I go through your website. I'm, checking everyone out. That's what I was also saying. I was saying I don't always agree with everybody's point of view and perspective, but
mhm.
I mean, I also feel like we don't have to. That everything doesn't have to be worked out. The first thing is working out the whole entire fostering and taking children and getting
What
them
if
back.
what would you, because I know that you got to go eat dinner and all that stuff. I don't know how long you wanted to be on here, but what would be one of the things that you would say that we've got it wrong when it comes to your view of being in the system and how we preach things? Because we're pretty standard about our beliefs and everything. But where do you see that we're saying something wrong as far as your perspective coming through the foster system?
Well, I absolutely don't see it as you're wrong.
Right.
Um, First of all, I don't know. All I know is where I'm coming from and my perspective. So I don't, and I'll also tell you I have 0 wins when it comes to CPS cases.
Mhm.
So I don't,
I don't
I
know,
don't have
dude.
well,
any.
Let me
we're
tell
going
you
to teach you.
that information that you're putting out there, dude, even though maybe you're not racking them yourself, I guarantee you that you're winning. You've got wins all over your belt. There's no doubt about you, because the buzz is all you right now. You know that, right?
I don't, but it's good to hear that, people are actually listening. I've Since I actually started doing this, I haven't got a whole lot of traction. And so I've tried to, up whatever was working and just do better.
Right.
And the hardest part is getting the information out for people to digest.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, and who I'm definitely trying to reach is people who don't know, and
Yep.
also other foster kids. I mean, there is a lot of freaking trauma from being in foster care. And
Mm-hmm.
the other thing is I couldn't imagine knowing my parents and being removed. I I don't know what that's like. I was born into foster care
oh,
and never knew my parents. So um
Oh.
I've never experienced being taken from my parents. That's, that's something that I can't even pretend to know what would feel like. But I know that while I was in the system, I grew up with other foster kids up until I aged out at 17. And some of the stuff that happened to us together was bad, but some of the stories that we had was even worse. I
Oh.
mean,
I was so hoping you were just
it's
gonna say that they were better. I was so hoping you were gonna say that, but you didn't.
I mean,
so,
there's some good ones, but it's not like forever, you know. The trauma
Right.
is forever.
yep.
Mm-hmm. That's what we were just talking about, is that this
So
is gonna, there's no ending this.
so Darren,
Yeah.
after the show, you two link up, because if we bring him on to our platform, when he goes live, all our you already know how to do it.
Yeah,
We
you
can
know the
help
drill.
him.
Hell yeah, we need to get him more we need to get him out there more. We need
Yes,
to
we're
get
gonna
people
get you
to
out
do.
there more.
And I'm going to tell you right now,
I appreciate that.
if you make sure that you make sure, look at we even look at. Oh God, you bringing out all the best ones right now, brother. Everybody's out here watching you. So make sure
Yeah,
tomorrow when you go back and
everybody.
look, go down through even Brian's here for God's sakes. Make sure you go down through the messages, because you're going to see how much you make an impact on people. This
Oh,
But
message
man.
we
board is just like
but we
blowing up.
also want to link you to our
Mhm.
channel. Okay, our channels,
Okay.
because between all the 10 shows that we have, you'll get out
Mhm.
Right.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
We have thousands and thousands, with all of us in this network. So if you want, man, you go. I know you don't do very many lives, but when you do, and I put all your stuff up on the website. So,
Mhm.
but when you do, if you go live, man, you could come right through us, man. And you'd have thousands of viewers at your fingertips instantly.
Nice.
So
That's
I mean,
that
that's
is
the
my goal.
industry.
Like the
Yep.
more people that are aware, because
Mhm.
in my opinion and from my perspective, I think that the numbers of affected people, especially foster kids, there are so many. We talk about the stats and the numbers, but you look around and you don't really
Billions.
realize that you're looking at them and that they're all over the place. But there's
Mhm.
400,000, over and over and over.
Right. Those
And
numbers never shrink. They never
no, no,
shrink, and
no,
that's what makes me
no.
crazy. Like people don't
Yeah,
realize
yeah,
that. Like they look at that 400,000 number and they're like, "Oh, well, 80,000 were adopted this year." Okay, but there was another 400,000 that came in behind those 400,000. So you have
yeah.
320,000 plus 400,000 is now 70,000. So stop worrying about these chintzy numbers. Like, oh, well, 80,000 got adopted. There's still another 400,000 coming in behind that.
Right.
Like
And there's also the fact that they got adopted and, not even sure that it was a righteous reason to remove them from their parents or whatever in the first place. That's 70,000 questions.
right. And
Um,
then it's not just the kids or the parents, it's the aunts, the uncles, the friends, like everybody, you're talking, and that's why I keep preaching this stuff, man, is like we don't even realize the political power that this movement could have if everybody could just stop for a second, join together, and to show their force in one, we could sway elections. People don't realize that, like we could change this if everybody could just unite just for a minute and stop trying to make their platform the thing. And everybody just put their shit down for a second, like that We Are the World thing they did back in the 80s, and just stop for a minute so everybody could see the sheer size of the effects of child protective services that they have. Because I guarantee you there's not going to be a bunch of people there saying, wow, they really helped me. Like find someone that says child protective services saved my life or helped me, and then say
mhm.
it to someone else. You know what I mean? Like which one's going to have more? You're definitely going to have more that child protective services ruined your life than you're going to have that helped me. I mean, is
Yeah,
that fair to say, would you say?
yeah, yeah. I mean,
So
I think so.
right,
One of
education.
the real quick, I'm gonna have to go, but
Yeah.
I wanted to let you know that it's not that I think anybody is wrong. It
Right.
is what I've heard that I'm specifically thinking of. Actually, I was just watching the video in the background, or listening to it. But unmasking foster care corruption.
Yeah,
Yeah, one of
she's
the
watching
people
right
that you
now.
have.
She's actually Danielle. Yeah, she's watching right now.
Yeah. Um, where she was talking about kind of the why of, or the what reason justify a removal of a child. And I
Mhm.
haven't got all the way through it, so I don't know how this ends. But I, in my opinion, it needs to be, first of all, there does not need to be one organization deciding whether there's abuse or help or neglect. That those things are separate issues, and help should be free regardless of what it is, if it's addiction or anger management or whatever. If in my opinion, if we're going to talk about family, and this is from somebody who didn't get that, but I went through over 100 families, real
Mhm.
good families, that take in foster kids, um, and that if I kind of lost track of where I was at there, but um, the the removal the removal part to me should be its own thing. Like abuse should be abuse.
Right.
That's no question. The child is in danger.
Mhm.
But also being homeless, I think if you're able to meet your child's needs, you should have your kid. That's my opinion. And I honestly
Right.
don't care if you're living in a car or under a bridge or what. If you want to be a family and you're taking care of your kid, there's enough resources out here that can happen. There's enough internet money that
Mhm.
you can do that, and you can learn these other lessons in life, you know, this that isn't the your own bedroom and a toy box full of shit and a stocking at
Mhm.
Christmas. It isn't always like that, but you get these other lessons. And that's kind of what I grew up on, was the other lesson. I watched the societal uh basically the cookie cutter over and over and over of how our society does things year in and year out, from
Mhm.
Christmas to Easter to, you know. And I watched like our homes all have a living room and then a bedroom and a family room, and it's all the same because we're kind of formed into that. You know, when we go to a box store, there's going to be the living room section and the dining room section, and that's
Mhm.
because everybody has them. And I'm my point is, excuse me, my
You're
point
fine.
is you don't need that to be a good strong family and love. And some of the stuff that I learned from broken ass kids growing up, who lived in neglectful homes and were taken from their parents, not all of them, but some of them, they taught me life lessons that saved my life before I turned 18. They taught me stuff that they had learned, and um not through having pain or punishment put on them, but just from being in situations where they look and they see their parents work out problems in a different way, in a real life kind of way, when you can't just call 911, or you can't just, you know, go over to your neighbors and get a cup of whatever you need. You learn
Right.
this other type of love and this other relationship. And I think that that is, in America, that's fine. I mean,
Mhm.
other countries do it, and not that they're doing great or anything. I'm not getting into any of that. It's
Right.
the you can look around and see there are a lot of people that grew up like that, and they're good people. They may not be on social media because they didn't grow up in the norm. They didn't,
Right.
you know, but they're still happy, good, decent people. And they they probably, I can't speak for them. I can just speak for me, but just from my perspective and how I grew up like that, I think that removal uh is a last resort. I think
Mhm.
that the opportunity to surrender, not through pressure, not through, and I don't have perfect answers, you know.
Right.
I'm spitballing based on what I've been through and what I know isn't working and what I don't want to repeat and happen again, you know.
Mhm.
That's the other thing is, as long as a broken system is in charge of fixing a broken system, we're going to keep getting shit. And it might be
Mhm.
great for a minute, but our grandkids as kids
Mhm.
may have to go through this all over again because it just evolves again and again and again. And
Mhm.
that's what I don't want to happen. Like, I want to save everybody, but also everyone later, you know, this the
Right.
and that's why I think every single person needs to hear this and get involved, you know, and
Mhm.
at least understanding what the hell's going on, because just the idea of the things that we talk about, that you and I, you know, that we
Mhm.
know and talk about, and the people that tune in,
Yeah.
that isn't normal stuff. And when people hear that, they can't digest it. They don't know what the hell to do with it because it doesn't seem real. And, you know, every single movie that ever shows CPS is showing how good they are and how they rescued this kid from abuse. And, you know, and that's not what it is. I'm not saying that it hasn't saved anybody or done something, but the organization itself isn't designed to do that. It accidentally caught some of the right people, in my
Right.
opinion.
Well, when you have a mass of that many people, you're bound to find someone that actually needed something. I mean, when you're taking 7 million
Yeah.
calls, filtering them down to 400, someone eventually is going to need your help. You know what I mean? It's only a matter of time, you know, before
Yeah.
you get
And
there. And then that's
another thing with some of my idea of what we can all talk about, what I can bring to the table in a conversation is prevention of this. You know, like we let our society get to this point where we've got to step in and to our neighbor every day and all the time. And it's not like just grabbing somebody's hand because they're spanking their kid too hard. There's some sick shit happening. You know,
right.
there's a lot of sick ass shit going on, and we have to step in. I think that part of what we need to do also is localize it, not have one organization go across the country like this cookie cutter, but we take care of ourselves. You know, they put up CPS offices like McDonald's, and we need to take those offices and turn them into help stations. And they've got all the statistics for the area. They know how much crime is there, which, you know, it's pumped in by the city anyways, usually, so that they can live the way they live. But I can't get into all of that. Again, my opinion. But I
No,
just
your opinion.
I think the more people that are involved in the conversation, there's going to be people that know stuff like you guys that I have no clue on. You know, if I got dropped in a courtroom right now, I would be held in contempt and that'd be the end of it. And it would be not because I'm belligerent, it'd be because I'm not listening to their rules and I also don't understand them. You know, I would try
Right,
to say what I think I understand and it would end up getting me in trouble.
right.
And
But when reality, what you're saying is the truth, because really it's you get dropped in that courtroom. It's about your life at the end of the day. It's about your life. You know, like that's what people, you know, like we don't talk about that enough on the show. We talk about us as the parents and things like that. But at the end of the day, it's that child's life that is the one that's
yeah.
being ruined the most. You know, it's like I mean, I don't know. Did you? And you know what? Why don't we? I'll save these questions for. I know you need to eat
Tomorrow
dinner and
he's got to
everything.
go eat
Yeah,
dinner,
like I'm
Darren.
ready to rock and roll now. I'm over my
But
nose.
I
I want to ask you
appreciate
some
this,
questions,
man.
man.
I really appreciate you guys and
Oh
this
well, we appreciate
opportunity
you.
to reach others,
Mhm.
and continue to learn. That's the other thing, you know. I'm learning from you guys because all I came in here with was my perspective and the stories of the people that I grew up with, you know, that I grew
Mhm.
up by, and to
And that's
actually hear more people, to hear you guys and your perspective is it's new to me. That's why I don't have a whole lot to say you're wrong or, you know,
right.
I I don't think you're wrong.
Right. No, no, no. I would, and what I was getting at, I know that you didn't, you're not, I know you definitely didn't mean it like that, how you said. I know what you were saying by that. But what I was hitting on with that too is you have a side of the story that we don't ever hit on. We've tried
Yeah,
multiple
I
times
think
to
so
get
too.
people, and
Yeah.
that's huge, man, because we can only focus on the stuff from the outside looking in. How can we, maybe that's what we've missed on beating the system the whole time, is finding someone that's in the inside working out. You know what I mean? Like, you
Well, see,
know what's going on.
your idea with the platform, everybody setting your own projects down and getting involved is how that's going to happen. My idea of everybody needs to hear it. Everybody, you know, everybody
Yep.
needs to hear it because they're going to
Mhm.
hear something they didn't realize and they're going to have the answer because they're that person. That's what their life is doing, you
Right.
know?
Exactly.
Well,
So
now
you're
we got
definitely onto
somebody.
something.
Now we
Yes, we
got
got it.
him.
Yeah, we got Derek now.
I'm
We're
in.
in.
Oh, you're
I'm
so
in.
sweet.
Sweet, man. So tomorrow night you'll be here?
Yeah, what time?
So this
Oh,
time, because you're out on the west. Oh, wait a minute. You're
Yeah,
out
it's
where they just
5:47 right
deployed the
now.
military? Yeah. Didn't they just deploy the military out to your area? Isn't that what
I
we had?
just got home from work. I don't even know.
Yeah,
I
think you
mean,
did. Well, be careful, brother.
I better go see what's up. Yeah.
Yeah, you should. You definitely should. But yeah, tomorrow night this time, I'll email you a link, and then whenever you can hop in. For
Yeah.
sure. Like if you run in a little bit later. Yeah. But yeah, this is awesome. Thank you so much, brother, for coming on finally.
Yes, thank
You
you.
have
Yeah,
no idea
thanks.
how exciting this
Thanks.
is.
All right. Well, have a good night, and
You
we'll
All right.
talk to
too.
you tomorrow.
All
All right, dude.
right.
See you tomorrow, buddy.
Oh, he's so sweet.
He's a good dude, man.
He is a good guy.
Mhm. I'm so exciting that he came in.
I know. I saw him pop up. I was like, ah.
I know. You're like, Darren. I'm in like the most emotional speech of my life, and you're just like, Darren, Fostering Reality's on.
I'm sorry.
Yes, Brenda,
I'm
you're
so
on tomorrow
sorry.
too. Brenda's tomorrow. Don't forget, bring it back. Brenda's on tomorrow night, guys. So she'll be on after us tomorrow night at some point. Danielle's back in the house, so Danielle's back in doing her thing, so that's cool. We got Gunnar on Sunday, we got Henry on Saturday, we got Sam on Saturday. Fostering Reality is getting closer to getting to us, so I mean, we got a bunch of things going on. We got the next thing on the 11th.
Yeah,
right?
did you do the flyer?
Yes, I've been working on the flyer.
Thank you, Darren.
You're welcome. I have been working on the flyer.
You wanted to say you're welcome, bitch.
Yeah, I did not. You know what? You know what? It's funny he said this because I was thinking about this earlier and I had it written down. He's right. You know, people don't understand it because it doesn't seem real.
Yeah.
And you're right. Like we all live in an altered state of reality, and I know this, and I'm aware of this. But is it an altered state of reality? Like you see everything for what it really is now because they've taken your kids, and you can see that they've done this. Like your dream, the American vision is shattered once they've done this to you. So it doesn't look the way that it once appeared.
This statement I saw, it speaks volumes. People like us that bring the truth out, they want to shut us up because then now we are ruining their illusion to life, right? This is not an illusion for us. This actually happened to us in real life. The people that don't understand or has never had a CPS case, I think they're living in a delusional world because I'm going to tell you, even you said it yourself. My own sister said, CPS would never come to my door. I said, bitch, don't you ever say that.
Right. You don't want to
They'll
bring
knock
that
on that damn door.
Right. They coming. That's what it says. Watch it. Don't ever beckon the devil. Don't ever beckon the devil. You got that right.
Stay off that Ouija board.
Yeah. Well, Tiff, that was a great show.
Bye,
everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night. Angry Citizen and Fostering Reality will be here tomorrow night, guys. So make sure you come back for that.
See you later.
Then, have a good day. And Jen, I'll call you.
I put the car before the horse.